ever get that feeling? Like an artist is speaking directly to you? Like their music gets the parts of you don't even have words for?
Yeah, it's like that for a lot of people with Robbie.
He's definitely got that effect on people.
He's a bit of an enigma, though.
You can say that again?
Even when you think you've got him pegged.
You think you know what to expect?
Robbie throws you a curveball.
He keeps you guessing, that's for sure.
It's there in the way he blends these genres. I mean, astral hip-hop, glitch, grit. I don't even know how to describe it.
And even he describes his music as everything. Seriously, everything from comedic to haunting.
Right. It's wild.
So today we're diving deep. We've got interviews, online profiles, even fan comments.
Trying to crack the code. What is it about Robbie?
Exactly. And what's so interesting is that this, intentional dichotomy, this embracing of complexity.
That's what hooks people.
It's like he's giving a voice to the people who feel that way too.
The black sheep, he calls them. The ones who don't fit in a box.
And it goes deep. To really understand that, you kind of got to rewind to the beginning. Robbie's upbringing is fascinating. 7 kids.
7?
7 kids. Talk about a full house.
Wow.
A disciplined father, a free-spirited guitar-playing hippie mom.
Okay, now that's an interesting mix.
And get this, he went to 12 different schools.
12? That's not moving, that's practically nomadic.
Right. Makes you think those constant shifts, searching for belonging.
Wonder if that's where that voice for the voiceless thing comes from.
It's a thought, right? Especially when you read his words about music not being a career choice.
Oh, so it was more than a choice for him.
He says it was a lifeline.
Not setting out to be a rock star then.
Not in the traditional sense, no.
So what was it then?
Filling voids. It was about having a language when words failed.
That's powerful.
And that's where things get even more interesting. He's been described as this professional rock star, someone who owns the stage.
Okay, so far so good. Right.
But also, the richest poor guy you know.
There's that complexity again.
It's like he embodies these contradictions, and that's real,
Definitely. It's not some persona, it's just him. And people connect with that.
So then what fuels that creative engine? What inspires someone who can put out 24 albums?
And still have that realness.
Exactly. Well, some of it is kind of unexpected.
That's a little different.
But here's the one that gets me. He talks about this undeniable need to prove himself to himself.
Wow. That's deep.
It's not about what others think.
It's got to be more than that.
It's this internal drive to be better, I guess.
To keep pushing himself.
Which makes his other thing even funnier.
What's that?
He also finds humor in, and I quote, looking back on some of my life choices.
There's that honesty again.
Okay, so speaking of pushing forward, let's talk Lunatic. Even the title of this new album is different.
It's fitting. Robbie takes it up a notch with this one.
Tell me everything.
Sonically, it's next level.
Like how so?
It's got this spacey vibe, experimental sounds.
He's called it a cosmic revelation, which, that's ambitious.
Right, but he pulls it off.
So give me a concrete example. What am I going to hear when I put this on?
Okay, so there's this track, Nebula Dreams.
Okay, I'm listening.
And the way he layers these synth, it creates this expansive, almost otherworldly feeling.
It's an experience then, not just music.
Exactly. And this is where it gets really interesting because he doesn't just stop there.
He wants everyone to have this experience.
Yeah, and that's apparent in his online presence, or should I say presences. This guy is everywhere. Spotify, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, YouTube, you name it, he's on it.
And not just posting tracks.
No, he's engaging with fans, running contests, doing live streams, the whole 9 yards.
So it's about breaking down those barriers.
Exactly. No gatekeeping here. He's going straight to the people.
Which says a lot about how he views his listeners.
It's about building a community. And this Lunatic rollout was genius, by the way.
What do you do?
He had this whole campaign, right? Fans could unlock tracks early by doing these challenges.
So smart.
It was like a digital scavenger hunt. Totally brought people together around the music.
Love that. Okay, buckle up. Because this next part is where it gets a little strange.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Remember those quirky inspirations? This is one of those moments where I wasn't sure what I was hearing at first.
Hit me.
There's this track on Lunatic.
Yeah.
And it's all about the Fibonacci sequence.
Wow, that's specific.
Right. And as if that wasn't left field enough.
There's more.
He seems to have gotten the math wrong.
You're kidding.
Instead of the golden ratio, which, is kind of a big deal with Fibonacci, he lands on this other number.
1.862.
No way. That is so not right.
So now the question is this intentional? Like, is this some hidden message in the music? It wouldn't surprise me, knowing Raw B.
And here's the thing. He lists Willy Wonka as one of his heroes. So, a little misdirection. Totally on brand.
Absolutely. Now I have to go back and listen for more.
Right. Is there a deeper meaning here? Is he messing with us?
It's like a musical Easter egg hunt. Love it.
It makes you wonder what he's really trying to say. And that brings it back to you listening. Why should you care about some guy from the Pacific Northwest making cosmic hip-hop? With cryptic math references, no less.
I think Raw B really shows us something.
What's that?
Music can be more than just like background noise, you know.
It's an experience.
He can connect you to something, help you process stuff, even if you don't have the words.
And he does it all with a sense of humor.
And vulnerability. It's refreshing, honestly.
Not afraid to get real. In the music and with his listeners.
He's breaking down those walls. You don't see that a lot with artists.
Makes it more special for sure.
It's like he's saying, hey, if you feel like you don't fit in.
The black sheep.
Right. This is for you.
And he's playful with it.
Yeah.
Experimental. You can tell he loves it.
That passion comes through.
So look, if you're tired of the same old sound,
Yeah.
if you want something that makes you think,
Makes you feel something.
maybe even makes you pull out your calculator.
Definitely give Raw B a listen.
And hey, if you figure out the meaning of 1.862,
Let us know.
we're dying to know if it was on purpose.
Christmas classic Raw B.